The Israelites were slaves in Egypt. They cried out for freedom. God heard their cries. He chose Moses to lead them out of Egypt. Moses went before Pharaoh. He demanded the release of his people. Pharaoh's heart was hardened. He refused to let the Israelites go. God sent plagues upon Egypt. Finally, Pharaoh relented. The Israelites were free. Moses led the people into the wilderness. They wandered for many days. God guided them with a pillar of cloud by day and a pillar of fire by night. God led them to Mount Sinai. It was here that God would make a covenant with his people. The covenant was a promise. God promised to bless and protect the Israelites. In return, the Israelites promised to obey God. Moses was the mediator of this covenant. He would receive God's law on behalf of the people. Mount Sinai was a fearsome sight. Smoke billowed from its peak. Lightning flashed across the sky. Thunder shook the ground. The people were afraid. God called Moses to the top of the mountain. Moses climbed for 40 days and 40 nights. He was alone with God. The mountaintop was shrouded in clouds and fire. God spoke to Moses. His voice was powerful and filled with authority. God wrote his law on 2 stone tablets. These were the 10 Commandments. They were a gift from God. They would teach the people how to live in right relationship with God and with each other. The first 4 commandments are about our relationship with God. They teach us to worship only God. They teach us to respect God's name. They teach us to keep the Sabbath day holy. The next 6 commandments are about our relationships with others. They teach us to honor our parents. They teach us not to murder, commit adultery, steal, lie, or covet. These commandments are a guide for living a moral and ethical life. God gave these commandments to his people because he loved them. He wanted them to live in peace and harmony. He wanted them to experience his blessings. Though given centuries ago, the 10 Commandments are still relevant today. They are timeless principles for living a good and meaningful life. They remind us that our actions have consequences. They call us to a higher standard of living. We may not always live up to these commandments perfectly, but they still offer us a roadmap for living a life that is pleasing to God. When we follow God's commandments, we experience true freedom. We find peace in our hearts. The 10 Commandments are a gift from God. They are a sign of his love for us. Let us cherish them and strive to live by them. In doing so, we will find true joy and fulfillment